Hi, I'm Killer Tomato of the Hartford Herdiers, bringing you week 3 of the UDN, where I fight NeyRaldo of the Twitch Primeapes. And here's the team builder before we jump into battle. And as you can see, his team is pretty scary, with threats like Victini, Megalopunny, just to name a couple of them. And so for the first mon, I figured I'll have something to deal with, or not maybe not deal with, but something that can tank the Lopunny, which I thought would be a bulky Mew, max HP, enough defense to live some high, 2 high jump kicks at least, and then the rest in special attack to deal some damage. Then the moveset is Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower, and Earth Power, with Roost to heal back up, and Cobra Berry to take a hit from the Hydreigon. Now the reason I have no Psychic Stab is because if I did, then there would be something that walls me on his team. If I got rid of Dazzling Gleam for it, then Hydreigon would wall me. If I got rid of Flamethrower for it, then Ferrothorn would wall me. If I got rid of Earth Power for it, then Victini would wall me. And then probably other ones that wall me too, that I'm just not thinking of right now. So I had to forego the stab to have so that nothing could wall me. And I can at least hit everything for neutral damage with this set. So I think it's good. But again, it's mainly for the Lopunny. My next mon is Mega Beedrill, named Barry B. Benson. He is pretty standard EVs, enough attack to outspeed everything on his team that's not Scarfed, including Mega Lopunny and Zeraora. And then rested attack and special defense, a little in special defense. And then I have a pretty standard moveset: U-turn, poison jab, drill run, knockoff. Most likely whenever this thing's in, I'll be clicking either U-turn or knockoff, unless I'm making some other sort of read where I would click one of the other moves. But most likely U-turn or knockoff, depending on what I think's coming in. Obviously wouldn't want to knock off on a Lopunny switch. Anyway, and then next is Bouquet the Florges, my special wall for this time. It has Moonblast, Psychic, HP Fire, and Wish. Excuse me. Moonblast just for stab, obviously a Psychic for his couple poison types that he has, and HP Fire so I'm not walled by the Ferrothorn. And then Wish because I want some Wish support for maybe Mew or Pillow-Swine or anything. And then Kibia Berry is so that in case I have to stay in on the Crobat or the Nidoqueen, because I'm pretty confident one of them will come, then I can take a hit and go for Psychic. It won't one-shot, but maybe if it's low enough, maybe it'll be over half already and I can, kill it from there. Oh, this should, I don't know why it's plus defense. Anyway, that's better. So next is Chinese Arceus, my Silvally fighting. I had a lot of trouble deciding if I should bring either Silvally or I was waffling between Silvally and Chandelure, but I opted not for Chandelure because Hydreigon would come in every time on Chandelure, and yes, I could have HP Ice, but then it's not going to do that much damage to it, given it's depending on its set. And overall, I just didn't think Chandelure did very well here. Sure, it hits Victini and Ferrothorn, but I just thought that it wasn't really the best place to bring it in here. Also, if I had Chandelure, then the team of 6 that I have right now would be very, very weak to Armaldo. In fact, the only thing that isn't super effective damage taken from it would be Haxorus and Florges, and even then those two don't take it well if it has a lot of investments in attack. So I figured I should bring Silvally instead and make it fighting so that I can sort of come in on the Armaldo. And also fighting isn't bad at all either because it hits Ferrothorn, it hits Megalopunny, Hydreigon. So I thought that Silvally fighting could be good. And the things on his team that this Silvally would be weak against, I have other answers for. I can just parting shot out on a switch or whatever. So anyway, I have mostly attack for stab, Shadow Claw, so I'm not walled by the ghost type that he has, Jellicent. Then Defog because someone needs to have it. And like I said, parting shot just because it's good. Max HP, max attack. Then I have my son, the Haxorus, who's finally coming with, he has Titanium Z this time, so that superpower can hopefully one-shot Ferrothorn at +1. Also, like I said, fighting's good on a couple of his mons in general. And then Outrage and Poison Jab as well as Dragon Dance, with enough speed to outspeed everything without scarves after +1 Dragon Dance. Now, hopefully, I can get to 2 because I'm fairly confident he'll be bringing a Scarfed Hydreigon this week, which has base speed of 98, which of course is one more than Haxorus. So if I figure out that the Hydreigon is Scarfed, I'll have to be careful with setting up Haxorus because it'll still outspeed at +1 because of the scarf if it's max speed, which I'm sure it would be. And then I had trouble deciding between if I should bring Earthquake in among these moves, but I figured Superpower was completely needed to hit stuff like Ferrothorn, and Poison Jab was needed in order to hit his Fairy type, what's it called again? Whimsicott and Togetic, although I don't think he has Togetic anymore right now. Yeah, it's not updated when I made this video, but his Togetic, he swapped it for Alligator for this week. So, but the Whimsicott, if I had Earthquake, then I couldn't damage the Whimsicott at all, which would be very bad, obviously. And so I need Outrage to hit other things for neutral at least. And at +1, Outrage is going to do a lot of damage. Like I said, Z move for, Ferrothorn. And lastly, I have Piloswine, which I thought was another good answer for Victini. It has enough defense and HP so that I can live 2 V-Creates. I'm giving it's not banded, of course. If it's banded, then it just shreds through me, but we'll worry about that if it happens. And then rested attack, a little bit in special defense. I forget why I put it in special defense, but I'm sure it was to live some other Mon on his team. Then I have Icicle Crash for ice damage, Earthquake, again for stab, and then Stealth Rocks. Then I have Protect instead of Ice Shard, because although priority with Ice Shard would be very good, on the chance that his Lopunny has high jump kick, then I could Protect, because again, Lopunny would be a very good switch-in for this, or maybe not a switch-in, but once something dies, he can bring it in and force my Piloswine out, and then I can just protect against the high jump kick if I have to. Although I might end up changing Protect before the battle starts. I'll have to think about that a little bit more. But anyway, that's the team. So hopefully we can snag another win, get a 3 victory streak. So now I'll jump to the battle. So I'm here in the battle against NeyRaldo. And I was wrong about the Togetic. He does still have it right now. It shouldn't be a problem for my team, honestly, but, well, who knows. But he did bring all the things I was worried about him bringing, which is unfortunate. Although, except for Hydreigon, he did not bring that. I'm realizing now, which is amazing. Which means Haxorus can set up safely. Although Victini might be scarfed. And he might lead with it. Or he might just lead with something else. I don't want to lead Beedrill in case it is Victini, because then, if I'm scarfed, he might lead with rocks. Honestly, I'll just lead with Piloswine. I can always protect. Yeah. Yeah, I figured Victini was coming. Okay. But this is what this thing's here for. It's here for Victini. I'm thinking, I don't think Togetic would come in just because, I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't protect an Icicle Crash. If anything, Ferrothorn's coming in here. Let me calculate some calcs again just to remind myself. What's this thing called? Piloswine, right? Against 15. I'll just assume it's scarfed. The way he's leaning with it like this. I could see him just U-turning. Honestly, I'll just... I don't want to protect. Oh, he would U-turn. Just to protect. Well... I could just Stealth Rocks. But he could very well go into Togetic. I mean, I'm not swapping, that's for sure. Not now. This thing's made for Victini. So if I really think it's scarfed, I could protect to get a safe switch into something else. The safest thing to do is click Stealth Rocks, so I'm just going to click Stealth Rocks. No, I think... Ferrothorn? Okay, that's a fair swap for him. Now my answer for this, I forget, my Savali is not physically tanky, my Mew is. I think the best swap is Mew here, even though I'm sure that a Leech Seed is coming, or Stealth Rocks. Uh, I'm thinking of U-turning. I could just go into this thing on a. Although he could go for a steel move too. I don't want me to get too low before low putting's out. Let me see how much damage this thing does to my soul volley here. Soul volley fighting. Hold on a second. It is fighting, right? Did I make it? It's fighting. Oh, there it is. Okay. I think it's just gonna leech seed or stealth rock, so I'll just go into. Yeah, because once a volley, then probably parting shot. Because who'd come in on this? It'd be. Fighting. Predicting fighting move it could be the team auto getting. Could even. Yeah, I'm gonna parting shot. Could defog, but I'll let him defog. Defogs or stealth rocks are worse against his. Oh, maybe they're not. I'll let him do the defog. I don't mind. My Barry B. Benson getting a little low. This parting shot. Though, do I parting shot or multi-attack? Seeing as it's fighting, he might. He's got a. I'm thinking he's not gonna stay in. He could just leech seed, I suppose. But even with. Even if he leech seeds, I can just go into something else. Well, if he leech seeds, he's not faster, so that's it. I can just go for defog now, actually, and then parting shot. If you think he's really gonna leech seed here. Multi-attack, if it's depending on its investments, it might do like half to this thing. I feel like I'm just gonna parting shot. Yeah. Figured it was Togetic. Now, if I go into Barry B. Benson, then Ferrothorn just comes right back in. There's no point in that. I go into check Pillow Swine's damage, although I wouldn't mind knocking off Ferrothorn, whatever it has. And or I knock off this Eviolite is an option too. Let me check. Togetic against, or actually let me see. Against Pillow Swine. Yeah, so Crash is not doing much to it, so I'm not gonna go into that yet. What about my Florges? Florges does not do much either. I think I'm just gonna go into Beedrill. Again, I'm sure that the Earthworm's coming out here, but on the off chance it doesn't. Actually, let me just see. Poison Jab has a chance not to kill at this range anyway, with Eviolite. So I'm just gonna click knockoff. If he brings in his, I can see Lopunny coming, but I feel like he wouldn't want Lopunny coming in at the risk of Poison Jab because it'll still do a lot to a Lopunny. You know, he'd want a safe switch in for his Lopunny. So I think Ferrothorn's probably coming back out. Then I'll be able to see how much invest. So I think it has. Okay, leftovers. I figured that was the case. Knock off the 20%. Let's see. Okay, so he is defensively invested. I think. Yeah, pretty sure he is. Okay, which means he probably doesn't have much special defense investments. Which why would he? I don't want to U-turn just because, you know, it's poison barbs. Or whatever, iron barbs, my mistake. So I think I'll just instead go back into my Arceus. Or Silvally, named Chinese Arceus. I'm sure he's debating if he swaps or, although outspeed Togetic, so I think I'm okay. They just go straight up swap into Silvally again. Although if he goes into Victini on it, that'd be bad. How much does Mew take from it? I'll check. He doesn't take too much from it. But I need Mew healthy for the Lopunny. So I think I could just U-turn. Say who cares. How much would that even be worth it? How much does U-turn do? I'm gonna check U-turn damage. Probably. I mean, it's neutral from a Mega Beedrill. I'll just put max defense, max health. U-turn. That's not bad. I'll just take the damage. It's fine. And then I'll go into. How much does a Shadow Claw do from Silvally at this range? Not anything at all. So I'm thinking going to Mew. Let's go into Arceus. Turbo, okay. Figured Darrell was there, so I think again, just because he will probably predict my multi-attack, which would kill, although maybe he'd let it go down at this range. Since he still has a poison type for my Florges, it doesn't really do much to my team, honestly. I could see him letting this go down. So I could just get a free kill on this. I'm surprised he hasn't clicked Leech Seed yet. Oh, this is tricky. If he's letting it go down. Will you let it go down, I wonder? See, if I click Parting Shot and he stays in, I'll feel like a jerk for not taking the free kill. You know, do I outspeed Togetic? I'm gonna check that. Alright, I probably do. So I could multi-attack on the Togetic swap and then Parting Shot. Yeah. Oh, Jellicent. That was a good swap too. Again, I can still Parting Shot. Oh, maybe not, because it has higher max speed than me. But I doubt that it's going to be max speed Jellicent. The Skull Burn would suck, so I think it's time to just Parting Shot away. I could Shadow Claw. Yeah. I'm just gonna go into probably Florges here. It's my best bet. Florges or Mew, really. Yeah, I'll Parting Shot. It's obvious, but what choice do I have, really? And I can go into. I have a lot of physical attackers this week. That's not good. So it's really either Florges or Mew. I mean, if you could see something I'm not expecting, at least maybe he has some crazy set. I'll just predict a Scald. And go into. Yeah, let's go into Florges. It's fine. Toxic. Oh, it's really. I mean, I was so close to bringing in like aromatherapy on this thing, but I decided against it. But this grade, I'm really glad I didn't go into Mew. Now, if this thing's especially offensive, he'll probably stay in. Gonna wish. That's my best bet here. Well, actually, let me see. If Nido Queen comes in, it takes. Alright, no, it doesn't take enough damage from Moonblast for Psychic to kill it. I could predict it now and then just click Moonblast. Not Moonblast, and click Psychic. That might work. I just don't know what he's going to want to do with this thing. What he's saying? I could see Ferrothorn coming in, I could see Yellow Queen coming in. Man, I think this is an important call here. He sees I don't have leftovers now, so he might predict the berry. I'm just gonna wish. Okay, taunt, that's good. I got the wish off before the taunt. Now, he's -1, so Skulls won't do much to other things I have, but the burn would be horrible if he burns me. Can we do more to this new or just I wonder. Maybe this is not too well prepared to get swapped into this thing. Because nothing wants to take Skull Burns. Jellicent. If I had Aromatherapy, that wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't worry about the Skull Burns. I mean, it could be especially defensive. The thing is that it came in on this. I'll assume it is. Say it's calm. Or just does like 20%. Mew does like, okay, a lot less than that. I need to get a clean switch into this thing. Although, this could be the time to heal up my Mons. Petrel's burned. Is it game over? My setup Haxorus is my win count, so I don't think it's game over if that's the case. What's this thing even for? It's for Jellicent, right? So there's no reason not to just stay in and let it die. Yeah. Scald. Wish came true, okay. Maybe he will go for... He can make a read and try to predict the recover here, because I'm sure that's gotta be his last move, right? Toxic, Taunt, Recover, Scald. Seems like a reasonable set to me. What would knockoff do? Beedrill. Knockoff wouldn't kill, but doesn't have to. I just want this thing dead. So I think, because Moonblast would bring it down to like, what, less than half? And then he can just Toxic Recover Stall, so I think I'm gonna predict that. I'm gonna make a read. Would Scald kill? See, I take damage, and I'd be at like 25%, and then Scald has a chance to kill, a small chance to kill. And then at that point you might as well just go into Ferrothorn. And then let the, the Iron Barbs kill me instead. Did he outspeed me? No, he didn't. Okay, so the whole team outspeeds this thing except for probably not Piloswine. What would Shadow Claw do instead? Oh, I'm typing in Shadow Claw to the calcs. So volley Shadow Claw, I'm wondering. You can just Toxic Recover Stall. I'm predicting the recover. I'm making a read. Okay, that's actually really good. That went really well. I can't imagine Ferrothorn wouldn't be coming in here. Right? It's got it. Obviously, I kill Togetic at this range. I don't think he'd sacrifice it now with Ferrothorn in there to be able to tank this thing. Let me see. Speed drill. He might just like protect, for all I know. Knockoff doesn't do anything. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Nothing I have kills Ferrothorn at his range, I don't think. How much did U-turn do last? Let me check. U-turn did 33 last time, and he's at 41%. I kind of want to Poison Jab, that way I don't have to take the Iron Barbs damage. But I can try to get Defog. Who has my Defog in? Alright, it's Arceus. Or Silvally. Although, nothing really wants to swap into Ferrothorn anyway. Although I wouldn't be swapping in. Can you turn? Oh, protect. Okay, I'm kind of glad he went for that. Don't know why he went for that, if I'm being honest, since it's not like I'm choiced into anything. I could just as easily switch up my move now. Maybe he's trying to get a sense for what I was going to do. Seeing U-turn, he might try to go into maybe Nidoqueen. I don't know. He might just wish seeing U-turn. Because if I can... Because again, I don't take the Iron Barbs damage. And then other things get to come in. Although, again, it'd be free now if I go for U-turn. You might think I'm committed to U-turning. I'm just gonna quick Poison Jab. Because I want this thing dead. How much? Actually, hold on, let me check. I want to see how much the Gyro Ball did to Silvally. It did a lot. I can't swap it in on it. Unless I wish. Which I don't see how I get a wish up. What a Poison Jab. He's thinking if he should swap or wish. I can't imagine he'd stay in though. I feel like clicking this is stupid. Why would he stay in? Once my Beedrill's dead, he might try to start defogging. Since really it only really hurts Beedrill. I mean, it gets hurt everyone, but not as badly as Beedrill, of course, and it hurts two of his pretty bad. Maybe he'd think knockoff. I'm gonna quick Poison Jab. He's thinking for a while. I don't want to overthink anything. Just gonna quick Poison Jab. It's, you know, kind of a middle ground play, I guess you could say. I could try swapping, predicting the Ferrothorn. That'd be crazy. I could U-turn, predicting just any swap. Okay, I'm really glad I stayed in and did that. I'm happy to let this thing go down now, honestly. So what else was it really for? I'm sure it does outspeed the Lopunny. I could see it coming in and just faking out right now. Honestly, I don't know what he's gonna send in here. I think it's time to just let it go down. So if I see Victini, I'll assume it's Scarfed, and I'll just knock it off anyway, just to let it go down. And it's Flying type's gone, so I'm free to Earthquake anything. Although not that they'll do much to Ferrothorn. But still. And if Hydreigon came, man, I'm glad it didn't come. If Jellicent comes in, I click Knockoff. If Ferrothorn comes in, I guess I'll click U-turn if Ferrothorn comes in, might as well. If Victini comes in, I'll let it go down. If Nidoqueen comes in, I'll probably click Knockoff then too. And if low pony comes in, low pony comes in, it means he has fake out, and he's just gonna click fake out, because I'm sure that kills. I'll check. Yeah, fake out definitely kills. So I might just swap out then, hard swap to Mew at that point. But would I rather just get a safe swap into Mew? I wonder. Okay, Jellicent. What's he playing at here? Maybe he's trying to get me to click knockoff? Let me see, maybe it doesn't kill. I'll check. If it's physically defensive, knockoff. Knockoff would not kill if it's physically defensive. But seeing that Ferrothorn's physically defensive, I feel like this isn't. I could see him just clicking recover, but I don't know what he's going for. I'm just gonna do what I said, click knockoff. There, it's dead. I wonder if that crit mattered. I'll bet. See, I feel like the only reason he would bring that in, knowing, I guess he knew I had knockoff at that point. He knew I outsped, so he must have been thinking he'd live, go for recover, and then knockoff wouldn't do as much. Then he could spam Scald until I'm burned. Okay, now we'll know now if it's scarfed or not. Because honestly, this thing, knockoff, its biggest annoyances on his team were Jellicent and Togetic, and those things are done now. So when this thing doesn't do anything to Victini anyway, if it's scarfed, it's dead to a fake out unless I wish. So I think it is time to let it die. Plus, I do want to know if it's scarfed. Okay, it is. I figured as much. It's minus speed now, so which means Haxorus probably outspeeds it. Honestly, I might as well go. I could go into Mew here and just click Earth, keep clicking Earth Power. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to. I want to see how much an Earthquake would do to Ferrothorn from my Piloswine. Because if it's a 2-shot, then I'm safe to just do that. Because I would imagine it's faster than me. Actually, it's probably not. Never mind. Maybe not a good strategy, but we'll see. Earthquake does 2-shot, I think. I think it does, since its leftovers are gone. And can I live one Gyro Ball from it? I think I can live one Gyro Ball. Alright, yeah, let's go in full swing. Obviously, Earthquake kills this thing. Does it? Because I'm not max attack. It's obviously scarfed. Earthquake does kill. So I'm just gonna click Earthquake. Nothing wants to come in on Earthquake, really. Because I can live Gyro Ball from Ferrothorn. Piloswine's putting in more work than I figured he would when I drafted him. Already, second battle I brought him into. And now the getting rid of the rocks is on me now. Since his Defogger is gone. Weak rate. It's still faster. Oh, he's letting it go down. I was surprised when he stayed in, just because I figured he was swapping. Okay, but I did live one, which is okay. Do I still live a Gyro Ball though? I'll check that. Alright, Gyro Ball probably kills me from this range. But I can wish this back up, so I'm not going to sacrifice it. But I'll probably defog if Ferrothorn comes in. Since nothing anymore is weak to rocks on either side. It's just an annoyance I don't want to deal with. And I'll be swapping with and Hilo, I'm sure he only has 3 mons left. So far, battle's going better than I expected. He still has a low pony out there. Middle Queen, okay. For some reason I figured it was going to be low pony to come in. Like, I wonder what he's waiting for to bring it in. Anyway. At this rate I can safely set up and outspeed everything with my Haxorus. Alright, Nidoqueen. I'm sure... Oh, I'm sure an Earth Power would kill me from this thing. I'll double check anyway, just because why not? Yeah. I mean, obviously an Earthquake would do a lot to this. Honestly, I'm satisfied to let this thing go down. Although it does have Protect for the Lopunny, which could be good. I'm thinking I could just let it go down. Since what else do I really have? What choice do I have, really? If a poison move, I might live. Let me calc that. Sludge wave. Let's just say he has sludge wave. I might live. I have a chance to live a sludge wave. I'm not gonna overthink. Okay, Earth Power. So now, how much does that do to Silvally? It does. A sludge wave would probably kill Silvally. And it probably outspeeds me since I have no investments in that. Okay, so it's not over yet. There's no more fairy types. I could outrage. Just straight up outrage. I don't think it's time for that yet. I think I want to get it. There's no way to heal anymore, so I think I want to get it low enough with Florges so that Mew can come in and go for Earth Power. Because let's see how much a Mew Earth Power does. It does half. So if I can bring it below half with Florges, which I'm sure I can. Oops, wrong thing. I know I can. So yeah, I'm just gonna go into Florges. Let me just get the calcs up anyway. Yeah. If I live a poison move. Alright, so I'll just click Psychic. I could wish, although there's nothing to wish up right now. They're both dead. Let's click Psychic. So again, the point right now is just to get this low enough so that you can come in and safely Earth Power it. I don't know if my Mew will outspeed with no investments. Probably not. We'll see. Oh, I missed the turn. That's my bad, guys. But yeah, he did click Sludge Wave. I could be a very saved me, and I went for Psychic. Did more than... No, I did about what I thought. Okay. So now I could wish, just in case he swaps here. I mean, maybe he'll try to preserve it. I mean, not... Why would he swap here? I don't know. Maybe he thinks I will protect. He hasn't seen my last move. He might think I'm Wish Protect, and therefore I have nothing to touch the Marathon. Seeing that my plan was just to sacrifice this thing? No, what am I saying? Let's go for Psychic, Ryan. Let's go for Psychic. Yeah. Okay. Now, 276. He probably outspeeds. Does he do that? I may have made a mistake. Maybe he does too much to me. But I boost, so it's not a big deal. Okay. I'm just gonna click Earth Power here. It's not over yet. He still has a chance to win. I don't think I'm gonna be getting my Haxorus set up, unfortunately. But even so, I still have a powerful Z-move with that. I should just went into that. I outspeed that for sure. And click Outrage. I should have done that. Man, that was a misplay. I brought in Mew too early. I wasn't even thinking about that. So focused on Earth Power Nidoqueen with Mew. But I wasn't even thinking about that. Anyway, if he's not speed investment, I might outspeed. Maybe that's why he's hesitating. I think I misplayed here, because now Lopunny will do too much to Mew. So Drake. I'm sure now it's Lopunny's turn to come in. I misplayed. Lopunny's gonna just sweep now. If I went into Haxorus, I would have outsped. Only Ferrothorn would have taken that Earthquake. Oh man, if I just gone into Haxorus, I think I might have won. But now because I went into Mew, I took too much damage. And now I can't live. I return from low punny. I live high jump kick. But fake out plus return kills me. And if he gets a low roll with return, I'd live. Or maybe he doesn't even have the fake out since he hasn't brought it in on a couple times when fake out would have been good. Okay, if Ferrothorn comes in, I'll probably go into Hexers. Although if Ferrothorn comes in, that's a free roost, so never mind. That's not true. So the only way I win at this point is if Ferrothorn comes in and gives me a free roost. Alright, what's his health anyway? It's really low, right? I don't know why he's hesitating here. Maybe for some reason he doesn't have return. But if I were him and I had return on low pony, he'd just come in and sweep. Maybe he thinks I'm hexed, or scarfed hexers, maybe. I mean, he's got to know that I would have flamethrower for the Ferrothorn, right? Maybe he thinks Muse. I've called Barbarian, that seems kind of useless now, unfortunately. I think whoever he swaps out to now determines who will win. Okay, yeah, I win. That's the right play to do. Alright, how much does Massive Volley take from anything? Anything would kill it, pretty much. High jump kick would kill. If he doesn't have high jump kick, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Then if Savali's dying to most, or taking a lot from most things, my son Hexerus will probably also die to everything. I think my only hope here is if he doesn't have fake out, I live whatever he goes for, and I get a roost off. He does have it. Why wouldn't he go for it before, I wonder? Or maybe we should have just swapped and let something else take the fake out. I think I lost. I don't see any way I can win this now. And if I had just gone into Hexerus, I think I would have won. Last resort. Okay, I did not expect that. Well, in that case, I never stood a chance anymore. I mean, if somehow Hexerus you live this, it's MVP, but I don't see how you would. Yeah. If I had just gone into Hexerus, I think I would have won. I think that's very annoying that I didn't think about that just for one more second. That really sucks. Because if I had gone into Hexerus before, instead of Mew, I could have just outraged, or I could have outraged the Nidoqueen Queen. Well, then Ferrothorn would have come in and it would have outraged that. And who knows what would have happened, but I think going into Mew was a guaranteeing my loss. So I should have just gone into Hexerus. But it was a good game anyway. Almost won. Did much better than I thought after seeing his team. And it was a good game. He played well. I didn't expect to take out Last Resort. It's pretty good. If I had a Ghost type, well, no, he has Scrappy, so never mind. But if I had a Steel type, I wish I brought a Steel type now, because I wouldn't have touched the Steel type. Anyway, good game, NeyRaldo, and see you next week for the UDN Week 4.